CityKids TV Pre-school, and today I think we should first start by doing our welcome song. If you know it, join in. Are you ready? We clap and say hello, we clap and say hello. With our friends in circle time, we clap and say hello. We wave and say hello, we wave and say hello. With our friends in circle time, we wave and say hello. We stamp and say hello, we stamp and say hello. With our friends in circle time, we stamp and say hello. We whisper and say hello, we whisper and say hello. With our friends in circle time, we whisper and say hello. Hello everyone.
Good morning, CityKids Preschool. It's so good to see you again. We're having a lot of stories, aren't we, like this? Hopefully soon we'll be able to see each other again properly. But for now, it's so lovely to be able to see you like this. Today, I'm going to read you a book. It's not really a story. It's more about telling you all sorts of amazing things that God is and Jesus is. And this book is called I Am the Name of God. Let's have a look at a couple of them, shall we? See if you know these already. Some of them you might do. The first one says that God is our creator. Do you know what a creator is? A creator is somebody who makes things. And what that means is that God has made everything in the whole world, and everything in space, everything that you can see in the night sky, and all the trees, and every human being as well. So, and all the animals, everything you can think of, God has made, or he has shown a human how to make. So, very, very exciting, because God is our creator, and it means that we can make things as well, because we have that ability. We are able to make things, and you know that because you make drawings, you make models, you do some things with Duplo or Lego. So you can make things, and that's because God is the biggest maker of everything, but he's given us the ways that we can make things as well. So he's a creator, and it means that we can create things as well. Okay, what's our next one? Our next one is our God. What does this one say? Our God saves us. He saves us. So what does that mean? That means he looks after us. Do you remember how he saved Jonah? Because he sent a great big fish to gobble him up. Do you remember that? So he saved Jonah. He saved lots of people in the Bible. When we read Bible stories, there are lots of ways that God saves us. And he can save us. We might not be falling out of a ship in the middle of a storm like Jonah, but he looks after us and cares for us and stops us getting into too much trouble. Okay, let's have a look. We know this one. We've done quite a few stories about this one. Our God is a God who heals us. Do you remember? He can heal you and me and your parents and anybody if you pray. And in the Bible, we looked at a story where he healed somebody who couldn't walk, was just lying on a mat until God healed his legs. And we looked at somebody who couldn't see, do you remember? And then Jesus healed him and he could see again. Do you remember that one? So we've decided that God is our healer. As long as we believe that and he wants to heal, which he does, then God is our healer and we can pray for healing. That's if you've got a tummy ache or a headache or feeling a bit sick, anything like that. Let's have a look at our next one. It's a really lovely, lovely one. This is one of my favourites, and I know you know this already, but let's have a look, because God is our friend. Now that is an amazing truth, because our God is a king of everything, but he's also your friend. He's also somebody you can speak to any time day or night, if you're happy or sad, or you want to ask a question, you can talk to him just like you would your friends. So think of your friends. Think about how much you talk with them and play with them and spend time with them. You can do the same with God. And he's there and he wants to have a chat with you and he wants to tell you about things and he wants to make sure that you feel very, very loved and cared for. So God is our friend. Those are some of the things that God is. I am the names of God. So that was quite interesting and I hope you know all of those things about God. We're going to put this down now. We're going to sing a song. So the song that we're going to sing is telling us how big God is, how big his love is for us. So we believe that God loves us and we're going to sing a very silly song. But actually it's also really exciting because it tells us all the things that God's love is bigger than. Okay, so first of all, we say God's love is bigger than a burger. Can you pretend to eat a burger? It's a massive burger, but it's still bigger than that. Eat the burger. God's love is bigger than a mouse. Can you do mouse? God's love is bigger than an elephant. You'd be an elephant with your big trunk. And bigger than a house. You do a house, this is the roof of the house. You can do this. And then God's love is bigger than a bus. Should we pretend to drive a bus? Beep, beep. And bigger than a tree. Bigger than the mountains. We'll do the mountains the same as a house, but bigger than a mountain. And bigger than the sea. Okay, so I'm going to sing this song for you and then you can see what the actions are like and then you can join in with the video after this if you click on the link. Okay, so it's called God's Love is Bigger. So God's love is bigger than a burger, bigger than a mouse, bigger than an elephant, bigger than a house, bigger than a bus and bigger than a tree, bigger than a mountain, bigger than the sea. Can you do that again? Let's try that again. God's love is bigger than a burger, bigger than a mouse, bigger than an elephant, bigger than a house, bigger than a bus and bigger than a tree, bigger than a mountain, bigger than the sea. And then we say, what about the clouds? Bigger! What about the sky? Bigger! What about the earth? Bigger! What about the moon? Bigger! What about the sun? Bigger! What about the stars? Bigger! Is anything bigger than this great love? And you have to say, no. And then there's a little chorus that says, big and wonderful, big and wonderful, big and wonderful, love, 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 big and wonderful, big and wonderful, big and wonderful, love, love, love. I think you've got it. That's so good. So you can play that after this and join in with all the actions and sing it every day until I teach you another one. Okay, lots of love to everybody. See you soon. Bye for now, City Kids Preschool. Goodbye.